Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I am the Gaining Enigma, and welcome to the Cineverse. Okay, maybe not quite there yet, but I would like to get there in the future, right? But again, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you're looking at me right now on the MContent app, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for getting the app. Thanks for registering. But if you're not quite there yet, if you are still on YouTube checking us out there, also don't forget to click that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to click on that bell notification so you'll never miss when I upload another video. So for today, of course, we want to talk about the expo, we want to talk about the white paper, we want to talk about the app, we want to talk about all the things that are coming out and have already come out now at this point in time on March the 17th, okay? If you're watching in the future, you're going to look back and you're going to think, man, I can't believe MContent has come so far. But for now, let's talk about what we've done up until this point. So let's get straight into it, guys. So firstly, what we're going to do, let's look at the MContent.net home screen, because the actual website has been revamped and it really is completely amazing. I'm not trying to over exaggerate. I want to show you guys. So let's tune in. So of course, here we go. We have the initial page for MContent.net. Look at this. It really is amazing. Obviously, it's showing you a little sneak preview into the actual metaverse for Cineverse. So that is really, obviously, you can see, we've seen it, we've watched it. If you haven't, look on the MContent official page on Twitter, look at MContent official through YouTube, look at all the different social media platforms. And then finally, once you get done looking at all that stuff, don't forget to come back to the actual page to download the app. But we're going to get that in the future, okay? So let's go ahead and just kind of go through here real quick. Obviously, we see we have the white paper and we have the auditing information that has been brought forth. We have the different ways that you can actually look forward to see actual prices between Uniswap, PancakeSwap, DEX tools, which is going to be for Ethereum and BSC network. So again, look at this. It's so professional. Like, I really do like the look of it. They revamped it up so much, and it really brings an appeal to it in a sense of, hey, I really want to know what this is about. And of course, you can see all the different exchanges. We're not going to really dive into a whole bunch of that stuff because we've already done and talked about so many things. But as you can see, the main ones that we are in, definitely PancakeSwap, Bitmart, Uniswap. We do have FEG, we do have PooCoin, we do have a lot of different areas that you can purchase the stuff through. But of course, like I said, we're not going to dive completely into that right now. Right here, you can look at the different allocations of funding and how it's been locked up. And when I say locked up, basically that means that we're going to create a floor, we're going to create a baseline, especially with the liquidity pool, for how the price is going to set itself up. Obviously, you see some things that say 1.5 years locked up, 3 years locked up. These things are basically locked up to make sure and ensure that as our growth continues to move forward, that our price can remain steady. A lot of people are really curious when it comes to that, and they want to make sure that they have a solid foundation and understanding of that. So again, you can dive in a little bit deeper. You can look up a lot of this stuff yourself. Again, we will go through the white papers. There is 71 pages, guys. So again, this is going to be probably a lengthy video, but I'm not going to go through all 71 pages. I'm going to highlight the key points that I feel should really be broadcasted and brought up. And of course, so let's see, what else do we have? Of course, you have the about a page for MContent. Let's kind of go past that though. All right, and don't mind my internet. It's actually my internet's kind of slow a little bit. But of course, right here you can obviously see the M originals, which again for me, there's a lot of these that I didn't even realize were in play. Some of these are going to be newer ones that we should be looking forward to. Some of them are just actual pertaining to blockchains and whatnot. But then of course you have like explicit, Win Lambo. You have a lot of these different ones, Sour, that are going to be actually through the MC program that's going to show the funding for which we've actually funded projects ourselves already. Again, that's what the Content Creator Fund is for, is to have money and funds available to produce and help these new people who want to actually get funding for their projects. So again, we're going to kind of skip through a little bit of this because a lot of this stuff we've already seen. Of course, Omer speaking. We have the different videos through the YouTubes that you can actually click on if you want to see. Again, always look at the different socials. Also, don't forget to tune into the Telegram. Again, you can click right here and see the different, again, more videos. Basically, AMAs with Big One, speaking on El Salvador versus the World Bank. It's so much stuff that you can actually look at on the actual website. And again, I like it. It's nice and it's clean. Again, you can already see BitBoy Crypto speaking on the actual, XRP, documentary for Ripple versus SEC. And again, we're just going to breeze through this. Again, like I said, the white paper is quite extensive, and so we definitely want to make sure that we get into that. But something else that's important, obviously, is going to be the roadmap. A lot of people want to know about the roadmap. What have we accomplished? What will we accomplish? And of course, all the way Q2, all the way Q4 of last year, we've knocked out all the things that we want to knock out between beta app launch, which was when it was in the Google Play Stores and iOS, just an actual formatting and overlay of what our app was intended to look like. And again, today we're going to go through and see exactly how it looks, because it looks clean, it looks fresh. And for me, I've already uploaded content on there along with a lot of our community members. So all of that is really, really big in my eyes. Again, this is all my own personal opinions, but at the same time, I'm also going to be bringing you facts. And there's a fact that you can go ahead right now and register onto MContent's app right now. And we'll get into that. Again, like I said, we've blown past Q all the way through Q4. Right now, we're currently on the back end of Q1. But as you can see, we have different partnerships with big influencers. Obviously, right now, I'm going to show you, we're actually on right now, the actual MContent webpage. Again, was revamped to show us exactly what's happening. Some of these things you will see, okay, and just a guideline and understanding when it comes to roadmaps. Roadmaps are plans for what we have for the future. Sometimes there's going to be bumps in the road, so to speak. Again, roadmap. So I guess that analogy works pretty well. And if there's a bump in the road or a fork where you have to take a detour, some things might not always happen according to plan. But understand, even if there is a slight divergence on the path that we have to take, we always come full circle to make sure we pick up anything we've left behind, or in some people's eyes, things we've missed. So don't be afraid to think that, hey, MContent is missing something, or MContent didn't hit this. Understand, everything doesn't always go as planned, but we have high hopes for this project, and I, in particular, most definitely do. Again, Q2, we're going to look at right here. As of April, through August, we're going to see, hey, look, we're going to have some major over-the-top collaborations. Not only that, MLive, which is going to be the live stream portion of the platform, is going to be launched. Not only to mention, hey, we're actually going to be live streaming the Ultra Music Festival for Miami coming next weekend on the app. So stay tuned for that as well. Again, there's so many big things and big players in the works that really, again, they continue to surprise us. Obviously, you see we have a partnership with the centralized exchange within Dubai, partnership with the crypto exchange in Singapore. We're actually sponsors of the expo in Singapore. And right now, if people don't know, at this very moment, America's actually going to Switzerland to speak and talk about, our app and our functionality and our utility of the whole project as a whole. So again, there's always someone that's being reached out to. There's always works in the background that we might not see initially. But if we have faith and we just hold on, things can be amazing, and are. Again, I don't want to go completely in depth with every single little thing on here. You can look at it yourself at any point in time. And so after going through that, let's go. We also, obviously we're going to have a listing of the different people that are behind the project. But for now, let's actually go through to the white papers real quick. And so, of course, in the very beginning, here is the white papers. The white papers look extremely professional, and again, they have been revamped. They probably, in my opinion, waited a little bit to get this to us because we needed to make sure we have the expo information in there as well. And, we have some pictures and some guidelines and everything set up perfectly. So we really wanted to make sure that we nailed all of this and drive it home with our white paper. So again, I'm going to breeze through a lot of this stuff. I think there's some important keynotes that should be focused on. Again, right here, it says the total streaming economy in the world is anticipated to reach $210 billion in 2026. And as of last year, if my numbers are correct, it's about 130 billion is what it is that it was at then. Again, yep, right here, 2021, 130 billion. So why can't MContent be a part of this? Why can't we initiate ourselves into the process, into the actual implications of digital marketing with this app? And the thing is, we've already done that. We've already made it a utility that's actually has a real live use case. So a lot of this stuff, again, it's huge, and it really is really wide berth when it comes to the view of what MContent can be. And of course, you can already see right here, hey, you have MContent in your hands. Why? Because revolution is already here for content. Again, you can zoom in. You can see obviously right here we have El Salvador president speaking. We have Alex right here. We have the individual, basically behind the whole XRP lawsuit. We have so much stuff that's already in play right now. And again, this is the white papers. You can view at any point in time you might want to, simply by going on the MContent.net website. Click on Learn More. And again, I'm going to show you this process, but you can click on Learn More. And when you do that, you'll get to the actual stage for which I was in the beginning. Of course, again, you can read a lot of this stuff. It is 71 pages. It is very, very good stuff in here. And one of the most important things I feel is our institutional investors. Our investors set us up in a way to show the world exactly what our implications of the app can be and the type of trust they have within the project. Again, we have the Gargesh Group. We have Damon Investments. We have Fiducia Capital. We have Planet N Group, which is obviously, these are all great names. PwC, Villain Studios, Insight TV. These are backers for us who have actually come forth to help us with our Cineverse project, with our actual productions of the different MC productions and M originals. So again, those are huge. We have Arab GT, which is a good sponsor, and people who actually speak on conceptual cars for the future, and not only that, actual supercars of today. So again, their series and a lot of information is going to be on our app, in the future. It might not be there right now. Again, we do have to search and look through because there's so much content already on the app that it's very hard to say right now what is already there. So again, do your own research, look into the app, and again, I'm going to show you how to get to that point. Also, not only that, we're also partnering with the Better World Foundation, which is a nonprofit, basically focused on localizing or understanding of the ecosystem when it comes to pollution and plastic. Because obviously, we have a lot of pollution within the world where there's a lot of stuff that just goes bad, between bottles, bottle caps, plastic, the six-pack, aluminum rings. We have a lot of stuff that really hurts the ecosystem. And they are a foundation that wants to figure out a way to de-escalate and to bring down the amount of pollution within the different ocean systems. And of course, they have a project, and I say of course, but a lot of people don't know, but it's called Manta, which right here is trying to show a solution for the collection and recovery of floating plastic. Basically, they're going to be creating a huge giant ship, which I think is pretty next level stuff, to basically tackle this problem, this worldly problem, to collect and recover and recycle and get rid of a lot of the pollution in the sea when it comes to plastic. So again, that's a nonprofit that we are funded by and backed by. Once again, we do have the listings of the different tokens. Not tokens, but the different exchanges and ways you can get it, MContent tokens. And right here, this is a major aspect of the white papers and as MContent as a whole, the different business lines. You have the MC, which is the MC foundation, for where you can actually put forth elevator pitches, put forth your ideas, especially in the app, to say, hey, here's what type of production I want to make. And please, could you guys fund me with my idea if you guys like it? Of course, we have M Originals, which are going to be basically MContent's platform of creating, productions based off the blockchain. Be it, obviously we have the, Ripple versus SEC saga, again, blockchain based. We have El Salvador versus the World Bank. We have the rise of Binance. We have all these things pertaining to crypto. Alex Got Wrecked, which is going to be our animated series, speaking on and educating people on crypto and ways to avoid, either, not knowing the most about crypto, or at least being educated enough to know how to research and understand. Of course, there's a lot of different other lines of work in here. Some of these will be pertaining within the app. And as you can see right here, we have the MContent platform app. And of course, right here, it says you can go on MContent.net. So let me go ahead and get into here. MContent.net. If you go straight into it, this is the website. All right. Initially, we didn't already have this prepared, but right now we do. We have the MContent.net prepared for people to actually access the app. So I'm going to go ahead and log in real quick. And again, a lot of this information is going to be, it might be redundant, it might be repetitive, but in my eyes, I feel like it's best to get this information out to you guys as best as possible. So again, of course, we've gone ahead and logged in, and this is the app. And when I say I'm in love with it, I'm in love with it. Now, I will go ahead and give this disclaimer real quick. As of right now, again, I stated the date before, but as of March 17th, the app is not live completely within Apple and Google Play stores. Right now, it's still going through the process of being reapproved because we did have the beta approved back in June and July of 2021. But right now, we're getting it reapproved through the actual new updated app in the new version. So until then, don't wait to upload your content. Don't wait. Get in here. My screen is a little cut off on the top, but on the top, I do have my name, and of course there's a search bar and everything like that. And if we click here, this is the menu bar. You can upload to your mBrowse. You can apply for MSeed. Again, these are the different sections if you want to search something right there. So first, let's go through and all right. First, let's go through and look at the actual home page of this app. Again, I can look at it on my phone. I can actually bring it up for you guys real quick, just to show you exactly. And again, right now it's in test flight, so you can't exactly again see right here. So I do already have that on my phone, so I think that's still big. But also right here, go on MContent.net and browse the app. Go ahead, look at some of the productions that have been made. Look at some of the things that have been done. And again, like I said, we can go right here, and I can go ahead and click on well, let's not do M Originals. Let's look at mBrowse. And if we look right here, obviously it says, hey, mBrowse, create, upload, browse, and earn. And there's going to be a lot of different content that's already here. You can already see we have content by MContent that's already streamed in here. A lot of Supercar Blondie stuff. Again, we do have Supercar Blondie's ad, which will be coming out once the app goes live. So again, look at a lot of these supercars, a lot of information. So the initial page is going to be that. But if you go ahead and enter a search, you can look and see short film, videos, TV specials. You can look at all these different things in different aspects, and that's how you can see. These are how you can look up different. So let's say, let's not to be a little to myself, but let's look at the informative page of MContent. Right here, obviously, we have a lot of different videos. You can obviously see right here my own little video right here. We can go ahead and click on it real quick. And of course, as you can see, you can already see into it right there. You can see right here as well different videos that I've already uploaded. You can see myself. Don't look at me. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get back out of there. But again, that's how you can look through the different videos. Right here, you can actually go through something that I want you to see particularly is how to earn. How can you go about earning tokens right now? And of course, just a heads up, and there's an ad right here. It is going to give you a quick disclaimer that at the bottom is clearly a Trust MetaMask Smart Chain wallets is what you need in order to get these tokens put into it. You can have a different wallet. It's not advised, as some different wallets, especially in Bitmart or whatever, have a tendency to change addresses. So the best thing to do is get a Trust or MetaMask wallet. Obviously, it says the above tokens are subject to change, and also the minimum amount as of right now. Again, all of this is subject to change. Is 1 billion tokens. But you can look at this and you see as you download the app, you have 50 million tokens. You refer a friend, you get 1 million. You complete your profile, you get 1 million. So there's so many different ways and implications to go forth to actually get this done. So I think that's still pretty huge when it comes to that. You can look right here. It says notifications dashboard. You can edit your profile. You can go in and go to your wallet. You can look at your watch history and add things to watch later, and the same with the library. So you can see all of this stuff is just like right there. And of course, you also have what's called, at the bottom you see the daily check-ins. So what does that mean? That means click that log out button, guys. All right, click that log out button, and then once you go into there and you log out, you can go ahead and get your actual information back into here and log back in. So again, that is one way to go about doing this. So let's go and get back to this white paper. As you see, we have the MContent.net. Again, that's how you can access it. As of right now, you cannot actually get into it through the Google Store or Play Store, but you can do it by becoming a part of our Telegram group, gaining access to the Test Flight app. And then not only that, you can go into it on the actual website, which again is live right now on the website, which I just showed you. There's also something called the MSeed. Again, that's how you upload your pitch. I could go back into it, but right now just look right here. You can see that actually you upload your name, you put in your description of your video, you put in what type it is, what language, you do all of that. And then of course you come in, you go ahead and put in your video. Once you upload it, people can upvote and or downvote your videos. So I guess I can go back into it real quick. Let's get back into here real quick. Let's click on the MSeed portion of it. And again, if you look at the MC portion, you can see different people, how are uploading different ways of projects and ideas. Again, I think this is one that's been put 2 weeks ago. And so right here, as you can see, you can upvote or downvote the project. So there you go. So basically, again, so right now she's basically giving her speech, or giving her perspective on what her project wants to be. And basically, again, if the community votes yes with the project, then that's the good thing, because hey, that's going to take it up to change and basically speak on, hey, the value and the perspective of what people think about the different elevator pitches, and that's how they can eventually get on the reality TV show for MC, which again, there's going to be one this Saturday on the 19th that's going to be held. So that's going to obviously bring forth a lot more projects, because again, the projection is by the end of this month we should have at least 30 projects underway. Right now we have 11 productions that have either completed or in the works of being completed. But by the end of this month, we should already have, if not started, so again, they're probably not going to be started yet, but they will already have the paperwork done and the financing stuff underway and getting the mentors to each of them. Because as you know, as people are actually put forth through the MC program, they are assigned mentors to help them, make sure that their journey with their production runs smoothly. Because again, a lot of these content creators are new. They've never really been in that field before. So that's a very important aspect of the program. Again, is going to be that mentorship program that makes sure that everyone gets a mentor to guide them in the right way. So again, that's the MCs. Of course, again, you can see you can see it right here, the interface. Again, like I said, we're going to go through it. These are the different numbers for which, you can get your funding: 5,000, 20,000, 200,000. And of course, I did hint towards an expo that we're going to be, funding a project, for the, Hollywood sense, or I guess you could say Bollywood sense, for up to $2 million. So again, a lot of these things, again, the white papers are very extensive, very long. I did read out every single page, and there's 71 of them. But again, I just wanted to show you the actual format of this as a whole. And I'm trying to be not be too long-winded. It is a lot of information that I really want to get out there to you guys. But for now, we'll go ahead and kind of move forward. Again, we had the event at Cineverse. Of course, we have Supercar Blondie here. And we want to make sure that people know once the app comes out, y'all will be able to see the actual commercial that Supercar Blondie is hosting and showing to the world, hey, this is a project that is good to get behind, because she wished she could have had something as good and important as it in the past. So again, I apologize if it's long-winded. A lot of the stuff we've already seen, a lot of stuff we know about. Again, future plans for NFTs. Again, NFT, we're actually going to be within the open seas NFT space when the time comes for us to release our NFTs. So that's a big platform to be on when it comes to NFTs. So that should really show you the scale of which MContent is aiming for when it comes to getting our NFTs out there, be it bloopers, be it behind the scenes, be it whatever it could be. One of my buddies was here the other day watching me do a video, and he made his own little, video clip of me, in the beginning and at the end. So again, a lot of things can be made into NFTs. It's just a matter of, who's going to back you when it comes to doing this project. So again, I'm going to kind of just skim past all of this. A lot of this stuff is going to be redundant, stuff that we've already seen. Like you see right now, the burn mechanism. A lot of people are curious about that. And as you can see, it says 50% of the revenue generated will be used to buy back tokens, which will be burnt from the supply. So that's going to be the buy and burn back mechanism is actually pretty big. Again, this is going to be for activities funded through the CCF. So anything that's been watched, that's been made through the M Originals or MC programs, 50% of that revenue will be used to buy and burn back. A lot of people were curious. I did see some questions in the Telegram saying, hey, the quote-unquote tokens or money, so to speak, made through the MContent or Original productions, how will those funds be allocated? Will they just go to a wallet? Well, no, it's going to be used to buy and burn back within the Content Creator Fund, and then not only that, it's going to be used for the actual burning of the tokens, which again is a good reference, in my opinion, and I'm not a financial advisor, but there's another good reason to have your tokens within a Trust or MetaMask wallet, so that way you can earn those active reflections once the app goes live and starts actually initiating those reflections. And then, of course, for activities on the platform that are not funded through there, for instance, obviously the sales of NFT rights, revenue, content syndication or whatever, and not involving the Content Creator Fund, the revenue is going to be 25% of the revenue will be used for buy and burn. Okay, so again, that's how all of that is going to work. 50% and 25%. And as we have more and more downloads and more content streamed in here, that all is going to really help when it comes to the burn. A lot of people are curious and worried about the high token supply, but I say this is where utility and use case comes into play. We have an active use case. I showed you guys how to earn tokens and how to go about getting them within the platform without actually even having to be an investor. But here's the thing: the second you cash out those tokens to your wallet, when I say cash out, but let me say transfer. I guess that's the better way to say it. Once you do that, you've officially become an investor. You've officially become an owner of MContent. So there's so many ways to actually go about doing this, and this is one of the best ways I've seen in any project when it comes to utility. Of course, there's different sales that we've had, pre-sales, Ethereum Bridge, and again, all of this is big. Right now, it basically goes through the different board of directors and everything. But we'll go ahead and cut from out of there and get back to things. And of course, for me, it's time for a little bit of speculation. It has been long. It has been a long video and long overview of the white paper. There is still a lot more to look at, a lot more to go over. But for me, I want to go through and speak on the expo. And as you can see, I do have a couple of pictures of the different things. We have Connor Kinney, looking at our Cineverse through the VR headset with Ryan and Frankie. We have the team to the left in the booth. We have, it's huge, and the expo is going to be ending today, as far as the broadcasting of the different the crypto projects. But our booth, a lot of people put a lot of money into their booths. A lot of people put so much, quote unquote, I'm gonna say air thoughts into their booth because they want people to come and see. But the thing is if you don't have utility, you have to have something else to bring forth the crowd. But if you have utility and you have that special thing behind your project, people are going to flood your area regardless. And that's what happened with MContent. Many people were curious about, well, what are these VR headset devices? Well, what is MContent? I can actually earn through through consuming content and uploading of content. Again, all of this, the whole ecosystem is built in a way to help the overall community. And how else can we go forward? That's the best way to make sure that the community is going to be rewarded. That's how we take all of this stuff away, especially like I mentioned with the MC, through upvotes and downvotes. That's how you can actually take all of this away from the centralization. It's now decentralized. You can look at it in a sense as far as it from being a king to being a democracy. You instead of having one person or a certain group of people making decisions, we as the people, as they say, can make the decisions to decide what kind of content gets funded, what kind of content is uploaded, what kind of content is viewed. And so all of that is a big step in the right direction when it comes to us trying to really throw a whole wrench into the system of centralization, because we want to decentralize. And this app is doing just that. And as people learn, as this is adopted further and further, only thing I can say, as I always say, is MContent is the way, and it has paved the way. And the thing is are you going to be with us on the way? Guys. So again, there's so many things that have been implicated and have been hinted at. Of course, Amara did speak on the fact that, hey, in talks with Amazon Prime, to actually, get some of our, content. And I'm assuming, again, this is my assumption, that it's going to be those docuseries, because the world wants to know about this lawsuit with the Ripple versus SEC. The world wants to know about the rise of CZ. How did he get to the point where he is now? And not only that, hey, El Salvador versus the World Bank. People need to know exactly the mindset and the thought process of the president of El Salvador and the people within his country to actually go forth and adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender. And that's been happening, and that's been in the president's, it has been happening for years. So here's the thing. Just be mindful of all the different projects and all the different applications that we will have as a whole with this project. And again, guys, I do apologize for such a lengthy video. I wanted to get this information out there. I see big things in the future. I see things coming. We all see the Telegram, we all see the Twitters, and a lot of things have said, hey, just be patient, be patient. And I agree. Let's be patient, because while other places want to just be overly hyped and just, overly dependent on the community, we want to have community-driven, nature as well, but we want to make sure that it's completely real and it's not simply, let's just make $1. Of course, some people are in it for profits, so don't downplay them or degrade them and say that they're any less than people who are diamond-handed holders. Just think of it this way: every time they sell, it could be possibly helping us with our burn. And on top of that, sometimes some people will FOMO back in, because they'll realize their mistake. So again, guys, just be patient. There are good things coming. There are big things coming. Stay tuned for this Saturday for that MC reality TV show. By the 26th or the end of the month, one of those 2 dates, there's going to be a special announcement, a special event going on that I hope you guys are ready for. Again, I did say it in the beginning, but hopefully you were listening. And so again, just be wise, be mindful. There's things coming in the future. There's things underway. There's things that have already been implemented. And guys, I hope that you guys stick around to see all of it. So as I always say, thank you guys for tuning in. Enigma out.